Okie dokie, so we're gonna have our first official Minecraft Tornado Siren test. Actually, you know what? We're gonna have it right in the middle of the village. Okay. Guess I should do a proper announcement before I cause a worldwide panic. So, I'm gonna place this right here. This will be really loud, viewers. You might want to turn on your headset. Oh, can I not? It's annoying. Oh, whoops. Well, let's get that manual redstone siren out of here. Okay. Okie dokie. This is just a testing tornado. This is a tornado siren test for Plain County Village. This is a test. It's actually really cool. Alright, okay, I think we've had enough fun with this. Alright, hey guys! Start here back for another episode of Tornado Survival, and ooh, what is that? What does that? Hold on, what does that mean? Oh, okay, well it disappeared now. Oh, was that the tornado siren testing? Was that it? I wonder what that was. I'm actually very curious right now. What was that? That's so cool though. I'm not gonna lie, that's really cool. Here, come on. I want it to come back home with me. I had the power. What was that? I just want to see. Oh, rain shower. Okay. That is very loud. Oh, okay. I'm in the range. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna destroy it because that is very loud. Whew. Wait, is that the real siren? Is that the real siren? Wait, that's not the real siren, is it? Okay, good. I got really concerned there because I heard two and I thought it was the real. I thought it was the real siren there for a second. Okay. So just a little shower, a little rain shower just blowing by. Okay. So I got that built. I spent a lot of like gold and iron just to get that done. Okay. I'm gonna smelt some cobblestone. Okay, let me go smelt some cobblestone right now. Okie dokie. Let's put a whole stack of cobblestone in there so we can have something to smelt. I think after this we are going to start. Yeah, we're going to remodify my house. Okay. We should probably get some windows up. Yeah, we should probably get some windows. Okay. Put this in our other furnace. So quickly switch out that. And we shall start making a furnace. Okay. Glass. Yeah, it's glass. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need definitely more than 5. We'll get. Okay, seems pretty reasonable. Okay, let's switch this out and place those in. Put that much more in. Put 21 in there. Okay, seems pretty good. Alright, and we are off to bed. I think. We should probably get started on our basement as well, so I think after this I'm gonna... Okay, so I'm gonna start tearing down Okay, sorry, I thought I was gonna puke there for a second. Okay, I'm gonna put this away, and we're gonna start tearing down the house, the wooden part of it anyways. What is this? Just another shower over there in the distance. Okay. Seems pretty good. So we're gonna quickly tear down this whole house and make it out of cobblestone. I'm not sure what type of cobblestone. I don't know if I should just do regular cobblestone or what. I guess regular cobblestone wouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna have to look at those villages over there. Yeah, regular cobblestone wouldn't be too bad. So that's gonna be for the basement downstairs. So let me just get the cobblestone that I have gotten, and then we'll start using that to build our house. So, okay. That will be the top layer for our house. Or upstairs. The upstairs will be made out of wood. Yes, it will be out of wood. So we can have a little bit more impact when a tornado comes and hits us. And if we need more wood, we'll get it. So, okay. Alright. Remodeling the house. So, it is getting close in the evening right now. It is just about to turn into the evening, I should rather say. So not sure what to do after this, because this is my brother's laptop. I'm surprised that he's let me have it, or let me play on this for this long. Kind of surprised. So, I mean, I kind of do want another tornado to come, just to see how well everything's going to hold up, but not in quite yet. So, I think I might go mining later on. Let's see how that shower's doing. Oh, the shower dissipated. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's get those wood planks out of the, off of the ground, rather. Yeah. Just building the house, remodeling the house. I probably should have done this off screen, because now I have to come up with things to self-commentate about, which I'm not very good at. So, oh yeah, I said I was going to tell a story. That's right. Okay, so I think a good place to start for my story, and this was way back in the day before my grandma had passed away. Now, I don't want to say where exactly I live at, just for reasons, but this was okay. I'll give y'all the year though, but this was back in 2006. I think I was, ow, oh my wrist, oh this hurts. Okay, sorry guys, my wrist is cramping. Anyways, this was back in 2006, and we were caught up. I think it was the flu for several days, so my mom decided to drop me off at my grandma's house, and she had just had my little brother, my other little brother, my second little brother, and I forget why she dropped us off. I think we were just really, really sick, and I think it could have been that she didn't want the baby to get sick at the time, so I don't remember exactly why. I'll have to ask her about that. Anyway, so we were at my grandma's house for several days, just being sick, and then I think we were healed up by this point, like ready enough to go back home, but it was in April, so the tornado season was it was present, right? And we live like I said, I want to say where exactly we live at, but we live like in the outer skirts of Tornado Alley, so we can still get tornadoes, but it's still a very rare occurrence. Like we had a really really bad flood a few years ago, and like I said, I won't say it was just because of lots of rain, but anyways, so this was before, yeah, okay. So I have a story from my mom that she also told me. She didn't sustain a direct hit, but this was from a tornado. So the story begins, I guess you could say, is I think it had to have been like a high risk day for tornadoes, or not a high risk day, but it was like not a marginal risk, but a moderate risk, an enhanced risk, I think is what they would call it, of tornadoes that day. Why am I putting this with wood? I got sidetracked. I'm so sorry. Anyways, it was marginal risk for tornadoes, and it was. I think it was just an unusually hot day. I don't remember, but all I do remember is that there were storms in the vicinity, really, really bad, severe thunderstorms, and this was it was not your average thunderstorm at all. I looked up pictures and it was ugly. It was not your average thunderstorm. You could definitely tell that there was a difference in cloud formation. It was a supercell thunderstorm. So we were very sick. We went to my grandma's house, and we were not with my mom, and my aunt, my grandma's daughter, came over that day as well. I forget. I do not know the reason why. I would have to ask her. This information not be completely accurate. So she was there with us too. And I do remember the EAS coming on and saying there's a tornado warning for such and such county. It was really, really rainy and just a lot of thunder and lightning. Or not a lot of thunder and lightning, but there was thunder and lightning. Oh, we got a info going. Oh yeah, I need to make an amphonom. And however the heck you pronounce it. Gotta turn the volume up just a little bit. Amphonometer. I forget how you pronounce it. That's one of those words I can't pronounce. Anyways, very, very, very. I forget what type of risk. Like I said, it might have been enhanced risk. So while we were at my grandma's house, oh yeah, our grandpa wasn't there at the time. He didn't actually get there until it hit, but that's until later. But all I remember is that we were in front of the TV, and now my grandma's house. She said my grandma's old house, and she said didn't have a basement. It might have had a basement on the outside, but I honestly cannot say because they had to be moved out of there because the person who ever promised it passed away, and then something like that didn't keep the promise. They had to be moved out, but they were closer to us, which made my dad happier. So it was. My brother and I think we were both better by this point. We're sitting in front of the TV. I do remember it being very, very dark outside that day. Like in the interior of the house, it was dark. It was big. I don't think we were in school that day either because we had to be. Yeah, we were not in school that day because we were both sick or had been sick. So very bad day, and I remember them saying, just take cover. It's EAS. They were all over the news, and we were in her living room in front of her old TV. And now remember, this is back in the day when we only had flip phones and whatnot. So iPhones did not exist, so we could. There was no such. Well, I mean, there was texting, but I don't think my mom ever called us. So my mom's side of the story, we used to live near an elementary school that had tornado sirens, so that was blaring really loudly. She had her old cat and she had her old dog in her. Our old house was a single-story building, and oh man, we're already out. Dang. Oh, was that it? Dang it! Ugh, I have to go mining again. I guess let's continue the story. Anyway, so I should probably bring the weather radar with us. Yeah, I'll bring it with us. What's in here again? Oh yeah, smooths out cobblestone. That's right. I'll go place that down in the chest over here. And I think I'm gonna place this chest down next to it. I'm trying to save the good part for the most intense part of the story for last. Okay, where was? Oh yeah. Okay, so my mom, the tornado, she was She told me that she was sitting on her bed, her old bed, crying with the tornado siren, and our old cat, went out somewhere else in our old house. She had her dog. She had my little brother Will, and She was sitting in the hallway, just praying to God, please protect Spencer and his other little brother from the tornado. And my dad was at his work office that day too, so he wasn't like in the path of it, but I'm pretty sure he knew that it was there, and yeah, we. I'm trying to remember, but we were in our grandma's house, in front of the TV. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So that's where. Okay, never mind. In front of the TV, and aunt was in the house, and I think by that time she had grabbed some blankets and had. I think we were just. I was sitting on the couch, and I remember when it finally, when it was coming, when it was coming to us, and our grandpa, I think, had walked into the door right at that time too, and my grandma just started freaking out. She was just like, "Get in the hallway! Get in the hallway! Get in the hallway! Go! Get!" I have never seen my grandma move so fast in my life ever. She was moving really fast, and she was just telling my aunt and my little brother just to get in the hallway. I was sitting on the couch. I had no idea what was going on whatsoever, and we had gotten to her hallway, and I do remember hearing it got really really loud. Grandpa had just walked into the door, and I think he had tried to get a look at it, but my grandma was just like, he shouted his first name, and he said, "Get in the hallway, get in here," and they had both crouched down at both ends of the hallways. And but before that though, I after she moved into the hallway, I remember the lights were flickering constantly. I do remember that, but I remember they flickered, and then the power was out, and then Grandpa walked into the door, and she was just like, "Get in the hallway, get in here." She had and Grandpa, he had the hard time hearing, but she had to shout extra loud so he could hear him. And he tried to get a look at it, but I don't think he ever saw anything except for just a huge cloud of debris. Now, there were several tornadoes this day, and we just so happened to get hit by the strongest one. It was categorized as an EF3 in the end. Now, like I said, my mom she never seen a direct hit, but she was in her hallway taking her tornado precautions, just sitting and praying and crying. So, and I think she had the TV on in her bedroom as well, so she could hear. And I do remember just it hit, but it didn't hit at the same time. So we had blankets in us, and we were sitting on our aunt's laps, and supposedly I was screaming, and my little brother Ben was crying. Yeah. So, or it might have been the other way around. I think I was holding my ears shut because of the air pressure. I do remember the air pressure, and I do remember that it sounded just like a freight train just went through. It sounded like a freight train just went through the whole house. I do remember that, and it got very loud, and I'm pretty sure I do remember seeing out of her kitchen window the tree that was once in her yard. It was just swaying back and forth in the wind. There was a whole lot of constant thunder, or there was a whole lot of just lightning, and it was hailing and raining, and we were just praying in the hallway. God, please protect us. And the tornado skipped over our house. Now that can happen. That can happen in a tornado, when it's sort of weakening, it can skip off and on the ground. But I don't think, to my knowledge, I don't think tornadoes can normally skip. Oh, hi, skip on the ground whenever they're that strong. Does that make sense? I could be wrong, but I think God was there with us that day. Now I am just saying this. I do not mean this to be a figure of speech or anything. So, oh, am I gonna die? No, I'm not gonna die. But anyways, yeah, I needed more cobblestone. That's what I came down here to mine. Anyways, and then I don't remember how long it had. I don't remember how long it was over us, but I think it might have been over us for maybe a little over a minute, maybe even less than a minute. But Grandpa was crouched and Grandma was crouched on the two edges of the hallways, and her garage got demolished. Remember, this was an EF3, so we were very lucky that the roof over our head did not just we couldn't. The bathroom was small, so I do remember having to use the bathroom and the whole electricity was out, so we had to get a flashlight and help me. I still needed assistance at 4, so anyways. But that was after it had hit, and I think after it had hit, we got up and we went outside. I remember looking out her kitchen window and the tree was just twisted up. Like it looked like her tree. It was just a regular tree, but then it looked like somebody had grabbed the edges of the branches and just twisted them. That's what it looked like. And I was just like, what happened? We went outside. I remember seeing just a bunch of just trees uprooted and a whole just clumps of dirt up in the ground. Just seeing a dirt path of the tornado. And we were very lucky. Her neighbor's house roof was blown off. Oh, hi, didn't mean to do that. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Make the most haunting noises in this game, I swear. Like cool haunting noises, if that makes sense. Anyways, so that happens. He did nothing. Wow. But we got out there, and I do remember seeing just a bunch of wooden planks, and I remember seeing the rescue helicopters. It was sunny by the time we got back to our house, but we actually had received a warning that there was going to be another tornado coming our way. So we had to walk down and go to this old house, and we went to the basement, and we had the radio on. I remember being carried, I think, by my aunt. And it was very eerie, and they were talking about, getting into the bathtub, or how his neighbor was in the bathtub with his dog, and yeah, it was a very intense day. So we got back to the house, we looked up, and there were rescue helicopters going around, and Dad had came back that day and took us home. And I think he helped reconstruct my grandma's garage. And it wasn't really a garage, it was like a carport. It wasn't. They got that rebuilt. I remember her flower garden out front, I think, was just destroyed. So yeah, it was a very, very rough day. Like, I don't know if there's going to be another, like, we've had to use our basement in our house more than once. We've gone down there and sat and waited. Nothing ever happened because we kind of live behind a hilly area, so it kind of disorients the chances of a tornado hitting our house. But where we used to live, it wasn't like that. So I do remember the sirens going off around there too, because there's like some schools nearby my grandma's house. Not as close as the one near our old house, but there are just some schools like a mile or two down the road, and I think I remember hearing those going off. So yeah, my mom called my grandma, seeing if the baby if her babies us were safe, and I think she called my dad and said the babies are safe or something like that. They're okay, and she was really stressed out about it, and take us home later in the day, and I don't recall sleeping that night. Like, it was such a long time ago. Like, I don't remember how the whole day played out for me. But another thing is that my grandma, she told me that there was like also a mail truck driver outside of her house. He had to just duck in his car, and she just said that like the the like debris was just flying in the air. Oh, we got a thunderstorm going on. I want to check this out. Oh, whoops. But yeah, that was probably my tornado. That's like my tornado survival story, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Oh, that's gonna be a. Oh, it's weakening. Okay, so that's weakening. It's not gonna be a tornado or anything like that. So that's good. But anyway, so it was a very intense day, and they they didn't have electricity. I think for a few days they had to fix it to where they could get electricity. So yeah, I haven't had nightmares about it, but I have had like I think I remember suffering like a bunch of panic attacks about it, but I cannot remember. So oh whoops, cave system. So yeah, it was a very tough day. So I think this is going to draw this episode into a close. If you enjoyed my tornado survival story, please. Oh man, I felt so confused, but I was so scared. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and comment down below your own tornado survival story if you would like to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.